Okay, so at this point, I know many of our kiddos have sensory needs. And right now, you're missing the sensory table from school. They're missing their sensory play. And sometimes that can be a little hard to do at home. So we kind of have a compromise here. In this box, we have all the makings of a sensory activity. We have been collecting our bottles of different sizes so that we're going to make like rain sticks. We can call them rain bottles. We could call them sensory bottles. And really, I just went around the house and found some things that I had on the shelf. So we have some wagon wheel macaroni. We have some elbow macaroni. Or no, these are shells. We cut up some straws for color. Then I had these little tiny Easter things. There's chicks and flowers, the little rubber things you get in the craft kits. And we also have some pennies.
Those are Easter erasers.
So they're Easter erasers. And then right now I have the labels on the bottles. You can take the labels off the bottles. You can decorate the outside of the bottles too, or not decorate them. Most of the time. And Sarah, do you want to grab maybe a little bottle? One of the little bottles? Yeah.
Okay. Open.
And because we have things different sizes, it's also going to take some puzzle skills to figure out what will fit in and what won't. And you can just I also, if I was doing this in school, I typically would take the macaroni and put some in a bag with paint, shake it up, and then you can just leave it out overnight on paper towels or paper plates to dry, and then you would have colorful macaroni to put in. But really, anything you have got in your kitchen that's about to expire, or if you've got old craft kits, this is just a really fun, easy activity. And they could put as little or as much. I would say you probably have enough of that. So why don't you put in maybe
I need to grab one of the
maybe a coin so that this bottle will be a little bit noisier. And you can make it so the ingredients are quiet or very noisy. And you'll see we put in coins. I have like a really big bottle in here. We have the little bottles. One of the things that I always did when we did this in the classroom was I would, after the kids finished their bottles, usually put just like the clear, wide, we used to call it bookbinding tape around the top, or duct tape, although duct tape always seemed to invite someone to pull it off. But what you can also do is take, and if you put just a little bit of, if you have hot glue around the edge, that's usually very handy, and it would take them longer to get off. And Sarah's already got one done. Shake it up, girl. Woo! And it's plastic, so you could put stickers on the outside. You could do whatever you want in that respect. And I like to have different sizes and shapes too, so that if you're also looking at motor issues with holding on, like this one is much easier to hold on to. And somebody who would not have a pincer, who you might be helping to put items in the bottle, might have enough of a rake so that they could grab this and then either shake it or bang it on the table. We're keeping this neat in the living room right now so that we can put it back in here. You could spread all of these ingredients out on the table. You could do it outside. Okay, then that's going to tell you that one can't go in. Oh, actually they do. So it's just going to be things that you have around the house. If you're doing it in like your playroom and you want to help everyone know like physical boundaries, when I would do these on home visits, I would bring a tablecloth, and I would put the tablecloth on the floor, and that is where we would sit all of the items would stay there. And then we would go ahead after we would get off the tablecloth. You can just fold it up and then either shake it out in the trash or shake it outside, depending on what you have in it. But like I said, I've just collected a bunch of bottles so everybody in the family could have their own shaker, or different people could have different size shakers. And then you could really even, if you're talking preschool or even older kids who really like songs, if you're happy and you know it, this is a,
kids, unless like,
yeah, I mean, well,
you know it.
yeah, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Oh, you mean older than like preschool?
Yeah. So sometimes it's like a campfire song, so then it's okay to sing. And then sometimes it just might be somebody's favorite song. And what I would do is, if you're happy and you know it, where's the one you finished? Go shake, shake. If you're happy and you know it, go shake, shake. If you're happy and you know it, then you really ought to show it. If you're happy and you know it, go shake, shake.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can do it like that. So it can be a quick activity. And you know what? If you think they're going to come apart, then you're going to put them back in a container to store them for when you're doing a supervised activity. And we did use small things in here. So if I were going to give them to someone who put things in their mouth, I would certainly be fastening these tops so that they couldn't get the ingredients out. You could also use, if you have dry fine sand, if you have a sandbox, that would work in here too. So there's so many different things you could use. So this is just another quick sensory activity. And we're talking tactile, we're talking auditory, we're talking visual.
Tactile.
Yep, tactile because you're touching it. Visual because you can see the different objects and things that are in there. And auditory because when you're all done, you can go shake, shake.
Yes.
So, all right, Sarah, thanks for helping me out.
Welcome,